Welcome to Houston Street Life, where we keep it real. I'm T.Y., and I have my guest here today.
What's up, H-Town? You know what time it is. It's your boy, MEECHIE, Blow, whatever you want to call Big Guapo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this me. I'm just stepping in the building, you know, supporting my people, man. You know what time it is, H-Town.
All right. Now, I know we know each other a little bit, but tell me about your early childhood.
Oh, man, well, my origin starts on the north side. You know, I came out of the whole Tidwell and Mesa, you know, and then after I got a little older, I ended up transferring to an all-white school, C. King. Back that, matter of fact, C. King just made it, you know, through this little playoff in the state championship.
You had to throw that in there.
Yeah, but now I don't see, but I ain't just on the football like that. But you know what I'm saying. But I'm proud of the school.
No, that's H-Town. That's what we do. We throw our high schools in there. You got me this year.
Yeah, but and I ended up going to Fur. Then I ended up at South Park. You know what I'm saying?
See, South Park.
Yeah.
So tell me, who was your biggest influence in your early childhood?
Man, you know what? I always been a renegade. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really followed trends. I always try to set trends. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really just had no real influence. You know what I'm saying? As far as an individual. You know, my dad is my dad. You feel what I'm saying? But he, like me and his views are so totally different. My daddy was a hustler. My daddy was a business owner. My dad had literally owned 2 blocks on from McKinney, right behind the convention center on Live Oak, all the way from Live Oak, McKinney to Polk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My dad had Phillips 66 all type, so you know the hustle come from him. You feel me? But he wasn't an influence to me because you know what I'm saying. He wasn't a deadbeat dad. He just wasn't really there to really influence me and my brothers.
So, taking that, what would you say shaped your values then?
My mom. My mom shaped my values, you know what I'm saying? And she did it by leading, showing us how to be. You know what I'm saying? So I give that credit to my mom, you know. And I can't say my dad shaped some of my values, but all the values that he helped me shape wasn't really positive, you know, as far as for him.
I got you. So what did you first want to be when you coming up as a youngster? Well, because you know,
I mean, I wanted to be the president. You know, we all want to be the president. You all want to be the president. Then I wanted to be Superman, Batman. You know what I'm saying? And then, things progressed. You know, then you want to be the Michael Jacksons. So I wanted to be so many people. You feel what I'm saying? So it just had to take time to really mold it to who I became.
So when did you know who you really wanted to become?
You know what? In school, well, just say middle school. In middle school, I started pretty much structuring myself, you know, around my own, you know what I'm saying, on who I was. It wasn't who I wanted to be, it was who I was, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the point of that goes when I really became into myself. You know, and that was like I was saying through my middle school years. Then when I got to high school, you know, South Park, Sterling, stuff like that. That's when it really starts molding me into the person who I became.
So you was proud of yourself doing what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it.
I don't know how to say if I was proud.
Come on,
Do I regret doing what I did? No, because it helped me become who I am. But I ain't gonna say I was proud, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just a means of survival.
That's surviving just life or just
really surviving, just being able to be independent. You know what I'm saying? Not really having to depend on people for nothing, you know what I'm saying?
So all along you wanted to just be an independent person. I want my own business. I don't want to work for them. Okay, I get a job. Yeah. But really, that money I'm making there, I'm taking it toward me being my own boss.
Yeah, that's all it really was. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those people that being so disappointments with depended on people. So I just got to the point to where I pushed the limits. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cross all my T's and dot all my I's before I go ask somebody for anything.
I got you. You know? So, what decisions in your life are you most proud of?
Supporting my kids, making sure they made it to college. You know what I'm saying? And raising my kids. Those are the best decisions that I feel that I've made. You know what I'm saying?
That's understood.
Yeah.
Now, fear can be taken in many ways, but you understand the fear. I'm saying, any fears you had in becoming the man you wanted to be, the father you wanted to be?
No, because I was always courageous. You know what I'm saying? I got courage. You know, and courage ain't the absence of fear. It's just the conquering of fear. You feel what I'm saying? I've always been the type of person. I run towards pain. I run towards the bad situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't start them. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, they talking about racing. Man, I can't run fast because I ain't never had to run. You feel me? I ain't never had to run. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why all that goes hand in hand with that. So I don't really that's where my mindset at. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
My bad.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what my mindset is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Any moment in your life that you just replay over and over in your mind, thinking that, what if I had taken this path or that path?
Yeah, I had that. I've had that a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But this last time was different. You know what I'm saying? It was like this was like a person walking through hell this last time. You know, so I did go through that point of asking God if I could have did something different. But as it added up, this is part of my journey. So I couldn't. I had to drink from that cup. Okay. You know, for whatever purpose that he placed me here, that's part of my journey. You know, so I accept that.
So with that, let the viewers know some of the things that you've done, you know, in your life, that you could talk about, people that you've met and rapport that you have, you know, made throughout.
Well, of course, I've been in the music business. You know, anybody can look up my company, Straight Lace. I've been around since 2000. You know what I'm saying? So I done had deals. I had deals with Jay-Z. My artist, K. Ruger, committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Def Jam, you can Google all this. I was signed to Death Row with Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? I know the Jay-Z's, the Suge Knights, and even the Puffies. I know them personally. Jim Jones, all these little cats. I know these cats personally. You know, Case, all them. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been in the music business. Yeah. You know, and I've had my personal success. But my personal success, evidently, it wasn't part of God's plan. Because I done had the big deals. You know what I'm saying? I just never really just pushed over into that. So that's why I come to grips with understanding maybe that just wasn't his plan for me. But that, you know, I opened up restaurants, you know, House of Wings, you know what I'm saying? That was it was a staple around here. Like I say, my record company, Straight Lace. I got, you know, I done did so much. I done helped so many people, whether it's the High Seas, the Babies, you know what I'm saying? So I done poured into a lot of things around here, you know what I'm saying?
That's good. So, you were a type of person, you wanted to be there, but you didn't want to have to be in the limelight. You know, you just...
I mean, I started off as an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? But then it got to the point to where I had to give the praises to Master P and certain people that was able to rap and run their company, you know what I'm saying? It got to the point to where it was a little hard on me, so I just chose to just back people, you know what I'm saying?
What's some of your hobbies?
Working out, getting money.
Hobbies include getting money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know you got a thing for cars, you know, high-end cars.
You know what? Not really. I've been through that. I went through that phase. I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drive and wear my money no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my money. And I want to see my money different than I saw it before I went in, because I had already reached that apex. You know what I'm saying? But instead of me I let more of my money sit around than invested it. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like now that was a mistake that I learned, that the money that I had, they took $3 million from me. You can go look it up. Took $3 million out of my house. You feel me? They took about 20 cars, you know? So, like I say, Operation Wrecking Ball is my case. And, they took the $3 million out the crib, you know, but like I said, now my mindset is doing more investment. It's cool to be the Scrooge McDuck and see your money, but you need to really put that money somewhere where situations can arise and can't be found.
Patience to wait for that money to grow.
Yeah.
I got you.
You know, I tell people now my mindset is if I'm going to invest in a business to do something, do it when the money don't count. You feel what I'm saying? Don't start doing it when the money count. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the problem comes.
I got you. Don't do it because you need the money right now to live, survive. Just do it when you're able to do it. So just be that extra.
Extra, yes. When the money don't count. When you got something sitting around. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah. So now, throughout your life, how your relationships been?
As far as what?
Just with other people. Just.
You mean, you know what I'm saying, like family?
Not personal relationship, but personal as in not family, but friends and and the business associates. I mean, I know you're a man of respect. You give respect. I'm just wondering how.
Well, that's the whole thing with that. When you're a man of respect and you give respect, you're gonna demand your respect. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a man like that, a lot of if it ain't my family, I'm really not intimate with relationships like that. I ain't with the emotional tirades and the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So I really tread when it comes to relationships outside of my family that I have to be a part of. I tread them lightly. You know, if anybody see me, if you see me somewhere, anybody, you're gonna see me breezing through. You know what I'm saying? Because I give anybody a second, very few a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving you that second to see where your mind at. After I see where your mind at, you ain't gonna get no minute out of it.
Second,
that's it. That's it. So that's how I really deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And we're going through the process of I've always been a giver. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't pay off. So now it's like my empathy done changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same person, but you're not gonna use me.
Yeah.
You know?
Say like they say, my light is on.
Yeah.
So, who's the backbone? Who stuck by you through thick and thin?
My wife. Of course, my kids. I have a strong support system. I can go on and on. Brothers, friends that's still closer than brothers and sisters. So God blessed me with a heck of a support system. Even like coming home right now, I ain't come home like everybody else. Now my money ain't strong like it was, but I'm okay.
I get it.
You know, I ain't come home to nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So
you're smart about it.
Yeah. So my support system is divine. You know what I'm saying? God given.
So what you got going on now?
Right now I'm currently I got a clothesline that I'm working on right where I've been had. It's called American Sex Symbol, and I'm just getting some designs for that. I got a book coming out called Black MEECHIE: The Rise of the Phoenix, and also I'm doing a movie script to that right now. You know what I'm saying? And then plus I'm doing a little real estate right now. You know, just touching my feet down to see what else I can apply myself in.
I got you. So now this book, The Rise of the Black Phoenix.
It's a Black MEECHIE.
Black MEECHIE.
The Rise of the Phoenix.
Yeah, Black MEECHIE: Rise of the Phoenix. I'm getting ahead of myself. I remember when you first told me about it. You read that first verse.
The four page.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, it'll get you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to read. It's really. I mean, he's really using some dialect to grab hold of you to make. I mean, it's very interesting from what I've seen. But you want to tell me a little bit about the book?
The book is a biopic, but I wrote from third person. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I'm writing is right, like I'm looking at the movie. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's my life. It's truth to bear. I just changed the names. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because the shit I done been through. It's interesting. A lot of people talk about that gangster shit and that, this and that, but a lot of motherfuckers ain't lived that life. I've lived that life to where niggas ran off of my mama house, shot my brother 5 times, trying to kill my mama. You feel me? Mama ran here behind a car, shot up the garage door trying to kill him. You feel what I'm saying? I done been through that shit. Nigga robbed me, shoot me up, trying to rob me. I'm still running with the dope. You feel what I'm saying? I done been through that shit. I done been in shootouts, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just no shootouts with no niggas on the streets. I'm talking about shootout where niggas kidnapping motherfuckers and all that type of shit. what I'm saying? Anybody that know me, you ask them about me, they gonna tell you feel me, about MEECHIE. You feel what I'm saying? So, a lot of people like, man, your life did deserve this. I ain't never looked at it because it's me. You know what I'm saying? But as a nigga sit down and revamped and really like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I just started scribbling it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scribbling it down really opened my mind up to the, you know what I'm saying, the potentials.
Yeah, that's deep. It sounds like a good.
Yeah, so it's just it's just that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a tit and tat something else, in there, but for the most part, it's
straight
cut and dry. Yeah.
I got you. When will it be out?
I'm finishing it up right now, but like I said, I'm in between that and the screenplay right now. So I'm writing. As I'm writing, they doing what they doing with the screenplay. So it's like I'm in between the lines. So but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do different chapters. Like write this first book, come from my childhood when I fell in the streets as a mule, met my plug in high school, had beeper companies around here called Barry Communications and LSG, MTEL right there for Martin Luther King at 610.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Met my first plug, you know what I'm saying? After that, high school, I'm still at high school. And did my little thing, ended up going down in 93. You feel me? Went in for about 4 years, came out on a different note. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just about the rise and falls and the comebacks. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. I hope it works out for you. We're going to let them know where you can find that.
Well, you can find me on social media on IG at MEECHIE, BLOA, well, MEECHIE, BLOA _ Phoenix, PHINIX. Or you can find me on Motivational Meech, and that's Motivational _ Meech. Or you can find me on at TikTok at Motivational 8 Meech. Or you can find me on Facebook, Demetrius Peterson.
But all right now, we ain't getting the age. But how long were you in the game, basically?
Man, I've been in the game. I was 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? I got introduced to the game by my stepmama as a mule. You feel me? Going back and forth from Houston to Wyoming, Texas. Gotcha. And then fell in the game, running with the Jonathan Rileys and the Hillmans and the Fat Pats. Fell in the game with them. Then the Bud, Chris Jackson, Bruce Magruders, all them niggas over there for Bellegarde and shit. And of course, I was part of that Chateau LaGrange posse. You know what I'm saying? Lil Mud, Petey Gunn, Joe Graves, Kevin Graves, Condre Graves. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing with my life. People don't understand how I was able to move around because I went to 4 different high schools. You know what I'm saying? I left my middle school. I went to C.E. King. So when I went to C.E. King, I left that went to Fur, left Fur, went to Sterling, left Sterling, went to Jones. So
that's all 4 corners of the city.
And that's all, and all the niggas went to school and became Corey Blunts. You feel me? All these niggas became somebody, whether it was rapping or tapping. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how that panned out.
And I heard you say a little bit about it when you, well, not about that, but when you describing what was in your biopic. Mm-hmm. Throughout the whole time, what's the wildest thing that you could say? I mean, the one that made you sit back and like, wow, man, I'm glad I'm still here.
Shit, I just told you, I've been through shootouts and all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? I done been shot up. You feel what I'm saying? So I really can't even pick one incident. I just tell whether it was even me getting shot up or me flipping off the freeway. You feel what I'm saying? So
basically it's right now. Like, okay, I done survived it. I'm glad. I'm here. I'm on a different note.
Then I just came out this situation I just came out of. So right now. Yeah. You feel me? Right now.
I got you on that. So what do you think where do you think you'll be in the next 5-10 years?
I ain't gonna be where I wanna be, but I'm gonna be halfway there. You know what I'm saying? I'm be halfway there.
So everything right now is just sit back.
Well, I ain't been home but 4 months. It just seemed like I've been home longer than that. I ain't been home for 4 months.
How long you gone the last?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah. I was just telling my partner about that. It just looked like I've been here. Shit, I just got here.
I got you.
Yeah, I had to catch myself the other day and look at that and say, I just got home August 15th. You know what I'm saying?
City changed a little bit.
Yeah, the city changed. Yeah, it's just a strange world. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like with me being gone, I'm unplugged. So by me being unplugged, I'm looking, but I'm also fighting from not falling into the fray too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Keeping a sober mind, you know.
So when will you just be complete? Because I know you
off the probation or I gotta
forget the probation. Yeah. Just out of BOP control.
December 10 more months, 11 more months.
Oh, so you still got a whole
but I'm counting down.
I got you. Hey, time going like that. You know, it's 26. It'd be 27.
I'm looking at this halfway home fire shit like I'm looking at the jet prison. Shit, I'm counting down.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit, I can't complain about that because some niggas gotta wait till next year.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, it's horrible to think about it, but shit, that's like another restraint on my mind. I gotta keep reminding myself I'm free. Because I go to thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Especially this home confinement shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what failure in your life taught you the most?
All my failures taught me. But this last failure taught me the most. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell people, it may sound redundant, but I stood under 6 life sentences. I had 6 counts. My case is Operation Wrecking Ball. It was 56 people, 47 Mexican, Colombians, and Dominicans, and 9 niggas. They kept me in leadership role trying to understand how I got in so far up in what they call a cartel. I told them, motherfucker, I don't know no cartel. Niggas my friends.
Yeah.
It's a friendship. You call this shit a cartel. You feel what I'm saying? So I just going through that process, you know, and this shit taught me the most. You know what I'm saying? It taught me the most because shit, my life I just knew my life was over with. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 cousins. How I found I was under investigation. One of them got life, and one got life for 50 years out of New Orleans. One out of New Orleans, one out of Baton Rouge, and they had me as their source of supply. You know what I'm saying? Their case just didn't have enough evidence to pick me up on their case, so I got picked up on this case. You know what I'm saying?
And how you think you made out with it?
How I think I made out of it, or what you mean?
No, made out with the charges that you had.
I mean, I'm blessed. I got 11 years and 3 months, and my name and reputation still intact. I can still walk around and look a nigga in the face and tell him my name MEECHIE. You know what I'm saying? So I can't beat that.
I got you.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Yeah. A lot of niggas can't do that.
Sure you can.
I'm all right with it. You feel me? I mean, it wasn't pretty in the beginning, but after I started understanding the outcome, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because it helped me understand some things that needed to be understood.
So no regrets?
I ain't gonna say I got no regrets. Other than I ain't got no regrets. Because I know everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason.
All right. So with everything you've been through, what's your purpose in life now?
To change some things up. You know what I'm saying? But to be a leader, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I know. You know, to be a leader, and that's to lead something. It's just when God say it's time, He gonna let me know.
Yeah, because you ain't let them know. You mentioned a lot of things. You ain't let them know you're a motivational speaker.
Yeah, that's why I said to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So motivational. They call it motivation. I just call it leadership.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the phone on a Zoom call on one of them damn RDAP things up there. This black dude, so he been gone about 20-some years. And it was a question asked, and then he came back, asked the question, and he got to talking about boss this and boss, I'm a boss, and I'm this and boss, and then the Mexican on there got to talking about I'm a boss. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm a boss too, and I'm a boss. And I just was listening to it. And then he had said some more crazy shit. I had to step in and say, man, listen. I said, I understand where you're coming from. I understand because when you said you a boss, you started speaking my language. Yeah. I say, but being a boss requires you to be a great leader. You can't be a boss if you ain't a great leader. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're a great leader, you would not label yourself a boss.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because when you label yourself a boss, you put that narcissism into that. You catch what I'm saying? So I had to go and tell them that. So I don't understand where you're coming from, but I understand where you're coming from. And how long you been gone? You say you've been gone 20-some years. Whatever you boss, that shit is that shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's why I tell people, you know, I consider myself a leader. I'm not a boss. You know what I'm saying? Things that I've got into now, I no longer set examples. I lead by example. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
being a boss is.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, you don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just being a great leader. You know, God always don't put yourself on a pedestal. You know, that boss is some egotistical stuff. I think leader is on some spiritual stuff. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be a great leader. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So anything you want to say to the youngsters out there coming up, these new YNs or whatever?
Well, man, you know, one thing is really not too much to me that I can say because I don't understand. You know, and their purpose, their reasons, whatever they saying, whether it's the killing, it's the whatever they doing, I don't understand. So it's hard to talk to them. And don't get me wrong, it ain't that I can't relate to them because you can't call them a savage without calling me a savage. You feel me? But it's levels to this shit, you know, and just my savagery has matured out of me and that savagery has went down, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really know how to address it. My mindset is I just try to stay out their way, you know, and like I tell people, it's not fulfill them, it's fulfill what I'm going to do to them. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm already knowing what you own.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I say I don't really understand them. You know, it's like, how do you talk to these? You know, that's why I just said about the minute and the second. You hear me? This don't just go to adults, this go to the kids too. You know what I'm saying? And if I go to talking to some of these youngsters, if I see them listening, then I'm going to pour into them. But a lot of them, you can walk up to them. You ain't got to talk to them. You can say 2 words. You can hear the stuff come out their mouth. You can already know what they own.
They ain't trying to hear nothing.
You feel me? So when you go there and realize that, what do you waste your energy for? All you got to do is get out the way. Let them bump their heads.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I see it now.
There's a lot of bumping going on.
Yeah, nah, don't get me wrong. We got a lot of great kids around here, though. A lot of kids that's doing good. That they realize that's not it. I see the new wave that's coming in. This YN stuff finna be over with. These young kids finna get back on point. Because now they're bleeding into that situation. That's why you got these kids trying to change their name from YNs to what? YMs, young men or whatever, with the quarter zips and all that. That mean that's a trend that's coming in right now, you know. But everything is like a boulder coming down a mountain. You can't stop that boulder until it gets to the bottom. So just because you see a change in the trend, it's not gonna stop. You feel what I'm saying? Until the job is complete, you know.
All right. So what misconception you think that people have about you?
I won't even call it a misconception. I'm more or less gonna call it the myth. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I spoke of this on another interview I had about you know, a lot of people say, do you rather be loved and respected or feared and respected? You know, at a certain time, you want to be loved and respected. But now I come to realize, no, I'd rather be feared and respected. So it used to be a time when I used to be out there and people would think certain things about me. I would try to correct their theories towards me and like, man, I'm really not this person. You feel what I'm saying? But now going through this situation, the way these people painted me on my case, they painted me like this Black El Chapo. I had to actually ask the agent in who the fuck is y'all talking to about me? Y'all talking, the person, my kids never knew nothing about it. You know, my kids don't even know my life. They like, this not my daddy.
Yeah.
But hell, I'm even saying, who the fuck you talking to? You know, but just bringing that back to say the misconception, going through that, like, I ain't coming home having to correct nothing. Whatever you think is what you think. Because whatever you think is going to make it better for me. You feel what I'm saying? So I just leave it alone. So that's why I said it ain't really about the misconception. It's about just the myths of. Now, I was bad in the streets. You know, I totally agree to that. I was doing some shit that I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was all on respect. You feel me? It wasn't no cross snake shit. It was just some gangster shit. You feel what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I just to that point to where now I just let it roll out. You know what I'm saying? Because that leaves you room to know who you want to fuck with, and not everybody trying to fuck with you.
I got you. So you ain't have to hide or protect anything, any part of it. You just hid how you were in the streets versus home.
Yeah, well, home in the streets was totally different. Like I've been in Siena. All my kids, my oldest daughter is 27. You feel me? All my kids by my wife, which is my 3 daughters, and my godson, Jermaine, they all grew up. At Siena. I've been out there over 20-some years. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't even know about nothing else other than that life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when some of them was going to court and they was hearing some of the stuff that was being said, they didn't understand. So that's just separate entities to me.
So your success, what did it cost you think, in your life?
My success, my freedom. You know what I'm saying? I give it that. It cost me my freedom. Anything else that left, it was meant to leave anyway. So I just let it go. So that's why I say the biggest thing was my freedom. But even losing my freedom was for a great cause, because it was a shaping and molding of my purpose. You know what I'm saying?
So, like I was going to say, so you understand that was just part of the journey that you had to go through to become the man that you really are. Yeah,
I had to drink from that cup.
Yeah. You didn't run from it.
I couldn't.
You put yourself in it and you just dealt with it.
It was either, like I say, stay in the man. My mind said going through this situation was putting my mind in things, as they say, dependent on man and dependent on God. You know what I'm saying? Getting myself in that situation, it was already dependent on man, because I'm a man. But if I'd have snitched, I'd have been still dependent on man. You feel what I'm saying? So I placed my decisions in God, and just trusted by faith. Walk by blind faith.
So the people know you, they understand that you just took what you took. You didn't tell on anybody. You just took, hey, it's me, what you got. This.
Yeah. One thing about me, I've been like this since I was a kid, accountability. You know what I'm saying? I've always took accountability. Like when I got in trouble with people, I always was the one get the ass whooping. Whether we growing up in school, we fighting, I'm fighting for everybody. Accountability. When shit happen, hey man, that's mine. Getting everybody out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Or doing certain shit. I own up to the accountability part. That's one thing about me, that I am known for accountability. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. Like you say, I take care of my people. So if anything fall on you, I'm out for you.
Yeah, I'm accountability. I'm a hold myself accountable. I'm one of the people, I don't never want nobody to be able to say I'm the reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a girlfriend or a nigga. You feel me? I don't never want nobody being able to say, I did this here because of you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You feel me? You in here because of you.
So the lesson that life taught you the hardest was?
That you got to protect your heart. You got to say, fuck them emotions. Fuck them emotions. You know what I'm saying? I tell people that all the time. People try, man, fuck them emotions. I use shit. Tell me, fuck them emotions. I ain't getting involved in them emotions. Not now. That shit over with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow myself, because it's still something more important going on in my life than to be worried about some emotions. I put that over there. Oh, you go in the corner and deal with that on your own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really with that shit no more. That's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Say no emotion.
No emotion. And I ain't no evil motherfucker. I ain't unempathetic. I just know that I got to keep myself divinely detached from them emotions. Yeah.
Stay grounded. Yeah. That's how they creep in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, what would you tell your younger self? Since you couldn't tell the YN, what would you tell your younger self that maybe, would have shaped you even more of how you wanted to be without the stumbles?
Fuck them emotions.
So that's what got you into all along. That's why I brought the emotions up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, cause I had a big heart.
That's when you was stuck.
Yeah, that's why that's where my crippling came from. Big heart, emotions, big heart. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've always been a giver. Motherfucker ain't never gave me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the captain on my ship. I've always had to dig down in the bottom of the crab bucket, getting bit to pull niggas out. You feel me? It's like, and that's my thing now with me coming home. You know how they say pigeons can't soar with eagles. I'm just hanging with the eagles now. You feel me? Right now, the eagle's soaring higher than me, but I'm still hanging in there with them. I'm just hanging with the eagles now. I ain't even messing with the pigeons. That's why I tell people, I don't want to fuck with the workers. I want to fuck with the boss. And being a boss don't mean you got to have the material thing, because being a boss is a mentality. That's why they had the cartoon called Boss Baby. Yeah. Even a baby can be a boss. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, people understand, and just being a boss is just being competent. You catch me? So that's where I'm at now. You know, I'm just on that page now. I don't mess with competent people. I don't want to mess with incompetent people. I don't want to have to go back and tell you something 2-3 times.
Because it's draining.
Yeah.
It's draining.
Yeah, I don't want to do that no more.
We're not here for that. We're not here to drain ourselves or trying to get others to step up to see.
Yeah, I ain't with that no more.
So, throughout all your life, did you ever go to school?
Did I go to school?
After high school, you ever go to school?
No, actually, you know, I would have got. I ended up getting a GED, but I only needed a half a credit when I got arrested. I was supposed to go back to school that following year. So, other than that, I ain't never, because I was already in the streets. I was already living the life that education. I mean, some educations could have paid for, not all educations, but so I chose another route. You know what I'm saying?
But you want your kids to get an education.
Yeah, my kids got an education.
No, I say you want them to
well, no, they got an education.
Yeah.
You know, but my kids grown. College, Penn State.
Put it out there, but
yeah, my kids is in great positions. But I can say that's why I told you I'm not regretful. You feel me?
Because you did the right thing.
Yes.
But it just bad means to do the right thing.
I mean, but you know what? There you go.
I know.
There you go.
Because
there you go.
We do what we given, right?
God give everybody some type of skill.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? He give everybody some type of skill. Wherever you blessed that's part of that skill that he gave you. So I don't you can't say it was bad. You know, not to me. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the complexity of that, but it still falls on choice of the person. The person choose to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you can't really say it's bad, because I mean everything is put in place for part of your journey. God will put a knife over there and a rock over there and put a torch over here in your journey.
Yeah,
you just got to be woke to see it, to grab it. So you know, I don't label nothing in my life bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always stood on God, and I've always stood on morals and virtues, regardless of what I was doing. That's why I said earlier when you asked about the way people look at me, and I said the myth.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because the monster they say I am, that's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I stand on God, and I stand on morals and virtues and respect. You know?
Well, if you didn't have all that, you wouldn't last that long in the streets. That's what they don't understand.
You can't say that, because that's what's going on. These niggas don't have no morals, no virtues, no God.
They ain't out there that long.
Well, we just saying, but that's why the YNs. The YNs ain't got God in them. The YNs don't even know who God is. I just came out the pen with them.
Yeah.
And guess what? The feds ain't even the state. No, the feds is the state now. All them young niggas, I done sat in there and talked to most of them niggas. Them niggas don't even know who God is. You feel me? So that's removed. Then the morals and virtues, they have no morals and virtues because they're kids. That's removed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know, you
can't talk to that.
Yeah, everybody ain't got that. That's what makes you not real but rare.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got that. That's why I tell motherfuckers, I ain't no real motherfucker. I'm a rare motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah.
But look, so now, if you were to describe your life just in, I mean, say a picture, what would your life look like?
Shit, I can do better describe my life as a doll.
As a dog?
A dog.
What kind of dog?
Not no motherfucking Barbie dog. My shit is a Frankenstein dog. You know what I'm saying? With stitches, fingers missing, legs missing, the cotton hanging out of it. That's what I'm gonna describe it as. But people don't understand. That's what true success is. True success ain't a Barbie doll. You know what a Barbie doll success is? These nepotism, what they call them, nepotism babies that get these trust funds and fuck off all that money. That's the Barbie doll success. You feel me? Real success comes is a Frankenstein doll. You feel me? You gotta be that motherfucker been sold up 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? Still ticking. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I call, so that's why I say I can't describe it in the picture, because the picture would be too ugly. You feel what I'm saying? So I just said the Barbie doll. You feel me?
Well, look at let the people know where they can reach you and look out for your book one more time.
Like I say, my book is Black Migo, The Rise of the Phoenix. And like I say, on Instagram, you can catch me at MEECHIE motivational_Meech, or you can catch me at MEECHIE BLOA_Phoenix PHINIX, or you can catch me on TikTok at motivational8Meech, and you can catch me on Facebook at Demetrius Peterson.
All right, this has been another episode of Houston Street Life, and I'm T. Wyatt. Peace out.